Aquarius, what is up, Buttercup? Welcome to your weekly general timeless reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't force it to fit. And let's see what's going on for you. So I'm going to be using Grand Lux Tarot today, as well as Crystal Visions and an Oracle deck for some advice for you at the end. But Aquarius, let's see what we got, right? What do we have for Aquarius, please, Spirit? Show me what I most need to see for Aquarius. Knight of Swords. Who is this? Nine of Swords. The Knight and the Nine, they always come out together. Queen of Swords in reverse. I really just want to say the audacity. Like, that's really how it feels. It's like this energy comes out and there's something in me that just wants to go, the audacity. I feel like someone's growing a real set on them, and they're saying, this just feels like mincing words. Is that the phrase? Mixing words? Mincing? I don't know. They're bickering. Let's put it that way. They're bickering with the Knight of Pentacles and upright. I feel like this is someone like, okay, you want to play that game? Okay. And it's almost like they're no longer being the Queen of Swords. They're no longer being like cutting and arguing. They get to this place of like, you know what? I'm going to change my tactics. It's really sad, actually, when you start to tap into like the divine perspective of this. It's sad because it's just two hurt people struggling to really express their hurt. And that's the sadness of it. Like here in the 3D world, it'd be like, yeah, like that is me. I am pissed off and I want to do this. But if you start to see it from a really divine perspective, there's sadness because it's really just two people who really want to be heard, who are hurting. They're just both hurting. And they don't know how to say that. They're really struggling to be vulnerable and say that. So let's see what else is going on here. This feels yucky. Yeah, Strength, Queen of Cups. Yeah. It's the struggle to allow yourself, yeah, so oh my gosh. This is like your textbook, like issue could be resolved. Two hurt people want to keep hurting people instead of like really just saying, hey, listen, like I need this. But not saying it like you need them to do it for you. Like, it's like owning your shit kind of thing. Like, and that's what's going on here. This is about somebody acknowledging like, okay, like I'm expecting other people to do what I want them to do because I'm telling them what I want. People aren't going to do what you want just because you tell them. Sometimes you're going to have to do that for yourself. And that's kind of what this feels like. It feels like, well, I'm telling them what I want. I'm telling them what I need. But at the same time, do they know how to do that? Have they done that before? Are they comfortable doing that, right? If you're telling them that you want vulnerability or you want things to be done like this or that, maybe that's really outside their comfort zone. There's a fear in them. They have a fear of something, and it's not to hurt you. It's not because they don't want to do it. There is something standing in their way of doing it. And it's when both people can really have that self-awareness of like, oh wait, they are asking, why am I not hearing them? What part of me is resistant to hearing that? Does part of me feel as if I'm not enough because I'm not meeting my partner's needs, right? There's that dynamic going on. There's a need to really explore that. Because with the Queen of Cups in reverse and strength is Leo. Queen of Cups is the feminine, right? It's the mother, it's the moon, it's Cancer energy. And right now we have Venus hanging out in Leo, and Venus is the feminine, Leo is the masculine. So as a collective, we're going through this really deep review of our relationships and how we partake in our relationships and the role that we play in those relationships. And when I say a review, it means going inward to ourselves. It's not a review of how the relationship itself is. We're looking about what we bring to the table of the relationship, right? And so strength is indicative of the ego. So it teaches us like how to tame the inner beast, which is why it's the divine feminine heading a lion, right? It's quite literally the feminine energy taming the inner beast, because the lion is our pride, it's our ego, right? But it's also our confidence, our ability to embody the sacred energy that we are, the ability to be regal, right? To be in our authority, but in a very healthy authority, balanced authority, gentle and yet confident authority, right? Your personal power. When it's imbalanced, though, it can result in emotionally shutting down because there's a fear of vulnerability. So we might compensate by sitting a lot in our masculine or progressive, or a need to control, or a need to feel safe and secure and have things done a certain way, instead of really surrendering and allowing ourselves to receive in a way that might be a little uncomfortable or foreign to us, but isn't necessarily bad. So with the Three of Cups in reverse, these people are basically like parting ways, having a rift in their relationship because of actually what's going on inside of them, not because of the relationship itself. When they get to that awareness that it's time to step away from this to really take some time for themselves, that's when there's going to be a new foundation in each individual, not in the relationship. They're going to need some time to review with the Page of Pentacles there, and then they'll have a new beginning with the Ace of Wands followed by Death, which is Scorpio energy. When the new beginning comes about, though, you're going to be in a new energy. You're going to be a new self. And so the caveat of this is, great, you get a second chance, but it's like, it's your choice if you want to take it. Just because something is offered to you does not mean that you need to accept it. You have choice. And that's kind of what, not kind of, that quite literally is what's being given to you is choice, right? You get choice. But first you need to sit with yourself. That space needs to be there. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what's going on for you. Let's dive a little deeper. Let's look at the Knight. Then, I feel like this is you, Aquarius. I do. I feel like the Knight and this is what you both share in the relationship. I feel like this is Aquarius energy, Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. But this Gemini Knight of Swords in reverse feels like the person you're dealing with. Yeah, there's a fear here. I feel like this person is very fearful of, I want to say like combative energy, like arguing. With the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Eight of Cups. Yeah, so they emotionally disconnect. They get really scared when change comes about or something is outside of their comfort zone. They might have a tendency to want to control that. Let's look at the Nine of Swords, the Fool. And the High Priestess. Okay, both people are very aware that there's a divine new beginning coming. There's the fear or anxiety because they feel this new energy and it's making them uncomfortable because it's not familiar, right? They don't know what the new is yet. And that's why there's a need to really surrender to it. I want to see what's going on with you, Aquarius. Eight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, Aquarius, you keep trying to do things like, I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make it move forward. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to figure out what we need to do to repair this, or I'm going to take action on this for me. And the universe is like, no, stop trying to figure it out and just be. Just be. And that's where you both really struggle. We have one person who clings to the old because they're scared of change, one person who gets uncomfortable when they feel change and tries to create it or expedite the process. So you both have the same reaction of anxiety when you start to sense a new form of yourselves coming about, and in turn, because you're both different, the relationship's going to be different. So this could result in sabotaging behavior like emotional distance, or this need to kind of like have control and create change the way that you want the change to happen because you sense change around you. So you're doing the same thing but in different forms. You're both running from this very unknown feeling of something new coming and really struggling to surrender to it. So you're coping in your own ways, one progressive and one kind of like stick in the mud. Let's look at the Strength and the Queen of Cups. Emperor in reverse. Yeah, so there's that imbalanced masculine energy. Yeah, both people are trying to control or push the relationship in the direction that they want because there's a lack of awareness of what it is you're really feeling. So let's look at the Queen of Cups a little deeper. Let's see what this Queen of Cups is feeling. This feels like both people. Ace of Cups, the World, Four of Pentacles, Hangman, Temperance. Yeah, the new beginning will come in when both people realize that this energy is rooted in a scarcity mindset of being abandoned, rejected, or feeling not enough. With the World there and the Four of Pentacles, this tells me that the lesson, because the World is Saturn energy, Saturn's retrograde in Pisces right now. You also have Pisces over here with the High Priestess. There is a lot of energy that is basically telling you to slow down and review the way in which you give yourself love, how you fill your cup, and how you surrender to what is. Like, the form the relationship is actually taking in front of your eyes. Not the story that you're telling yourself from what you're witnessing. Like, what is the truth of it? Try to silence your ego the best you can and really say, okay, well, this is what they're saying, and then this is what you're showing me. This is what they're showing me. Are they the same thing? Are they not the same thing? Okay, how do I feel about that? Not how do I feel about them because of it. How do I feel about that? Why do I feel that way? That's the self-exploration that's going to be going on. With the Hangman there, it tells me that you're going to start thinking and perceiving things in a new way. And with Temperance, it also speaks to how this is really going to assist you in your healing. But you have the World, the Hangman, Temperance, the Lovers, the Emperor, the High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune. These are major arcana. Major arcana are universal energy. This is a soul lesson for each individual. You're going through the same soul lesson. You move incredibly differently. So you're on the same spectrum, but opposite ends. One freezes, one's flight, right? Your trauma response, right? Sorry, fight, flight, freeze. Pick your one. This is a flight. They want to go. They also kind of feel a little bit like fight, like they're going to keep going till they change in the direction that they want. There's a lot of like rigidity. They got blinders on, whereas this person's like, I don't know what to do. I'm going to shut down. So you need to go through this healing process individually. And honestly, this relationship could be fixed. It could be healed if you both came together and acknowledged that you moved differently, but also found ways to support yourself. You don't necessarily have to support one another, right? Would it be nice? Yeah. But the reality of it is, do you have space to support one another? Or are you just going to have to like hook arms and say, okay, we got this, right? We move a little differently. I might be struggling today. You might be struggling today, but we're going to struggle together and we'll get out the other side, right? If you perceive support as like picking somebody up and holding them, you might need to think about if that's codependent, or if you're able to like support somebody from a distance while also supporting yourself. Yeah, Three of Cups. You guys are driving me cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. With the Three of Cups, on top of the Three of Cups, it tells me that the channel message is correct. You do have the possibility of reconciliation. Because honestly, the reason for separation in this feels very, because of the lack of emotional awareness of the self, right? It's really not about the relationship at this time, guys. For the entire collective, it's about how we show up in our relationships and what we can do to change the relationship based on the energy we bring to the table, right? So there's going to be a lot of clarity about the feminine energy and its rigidity, right? The feminine inside both people, because feminine is present, it's receptive, it's loving, it's nurturing, right? Are you really rigid in the way that you define those words for yourself? And if so, allow yourself to redefine them, because you're different now and you're always going to change. You're always going to evolve. So your lens and perspective are constantly going to change. Let's get some advice for you, Aquarius. Any final advice for Aquarius, please, Spirit? I heard they need not know, because you want answers. You want answers really bad, but you need not know. Yeah, past lives and next level. Think big. You're moving to the next level. Complete your unfinished business. This is about, in order to evolve, in order to ascend to the next level of consciousness, there needs to be a conscious awareness of the things that are no longer serving you. Thoughts, beliefs, behaviors, perspectives, energy, situations, people, even material things, items. Because when you start to create space, when you start to work through these things, you're emptying your vessel and your energetic space around you to make room for the things that now resonate with the form of you that is being cultivated, okay? Bottom of the deck, your next card is Angels in reverse. You are supported, divine intervention is at play. So in reverse, it tells me that you might be resisting this intervention, or like wanting to stay stuck, or wanting to make it happen in your way. The universe is asking you to surrender because you're protected and you're being directed exactly as you need to be. Okay, my dear, for personal bookings, tarot readings, energy healing sessions, book them down below on my website. If you'd like help on your spiritual journey, your personal journey, and your relationships, my background's in biology and psychology. I am a spiritual and shamanic life coach, and I service globally. So if you want help with your journey, whether it be spiritual or material, go ahead, check out my website. If you'd like to become an energy healer, whether it be for a profession or just to have the talents and the skills to do so for yourself and your loved ones, go check out my website for single day classes, as well as a 4 and 6 month long mentorship program. Okay. I look forward to continuing our journey together. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.